Good morning. It is March 31st. For those of us in sales, it is not only month end, but quarter end as well. So I wanted to bring you this word from Thomas Edison this morning. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. I had a story on my mind that I really wanted to share with you, so I'll try to make this brief. Those of you that know me know that it's very hard for me to make things brief. But back in February, we made a trip to Disney World, which is quite common for us. We go to Disney World all the time. It's an easy plane trip or quick drive down to Orlando from Atlanta. And the great thing that we experience when we make these trips is the people that we meet, because you stand in line for hours, and we've had some great conversations, met wonderful people. You know, these are people that you'll never see again, but you talk to them for 2 and 3 hours while you're in line. And this one trip in February, I met a young man who was a medical student, and he lives in North Carolina, and he's from Vietnam. And the coronavirus, or the COVID-19 virus, had already been out in the world, but really hadn't come to the United States yet. But he was telling us stories about his mom and how she still lived there and the struggles that she was going through. And for over 2 hours, we just talked. Towards the end of the conversation, because we shared lots of stories, we joked, we laughed. He asked some just general questions for wisdom that were more serious. And at the end, when we were getting close to the ride that we were going to go on, he just looked at me so seriously and he said, "What do you do when things get hard?" And in that moment, I knew exactly why I was at Walt Disney World that weekend. It was to meet this young man. I just looked at him and I said, "You don't quit. You break it into small pieces. If it's a physical challenge, you don't look at the next mile, you look at the next step, because you can always take one more step. If it's an illness, just take one more breath. If it's in sales, if it's in your career, just do one more task, make one more call, reach out to one more customer, but break it into small pieces and just keep moving." And that is my word of encouragement to you today. Happy month end, happy quarter end, happy Tuesday, and I will see you all tomorrow.